From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. There's still plenty of confusion over Donald Trump's tariffs, although the latest twist in the ever-changing saga is a bit of good news. The U.S. president has paused some duties on Canada and Mexico and reduced potash levies to 10%. Still, Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly tells CNN that she feels Trump's intent is to weaken Canada's economy to clear the way for annexation.
The Trump administration has not only put trade as an issue on the table. They've been presenting many other things, including military cooperation, security and intelligence cooperation, water cooperation, and I could go on and on and on. And that's enough.
Joly says it's important that both Canadians and the world knows exactly what Trump is doing. Premier Doug Ford is doubling down on Ontario's retaliatory measures despite the announcement of Trump's tariff pause. Ford telling Fox Business the province is going ahead and charging 25% more for electricity shipped to 1.5 million Americans starting Monday.
I feel terrible. 3 great governors, get along well with them. Great people, and I apologize to the American people. There's one person to be blamed, and this is President Trump. You know, he said he's going to postpone the tariffs. Well, he said that before, and 2 days later it changed.
Ontario provides electricity to Minnesota, New York, and Michigan. Statistics Canada is expected to release unemployment figures for February today. Economists are predicting a gain of 20,000 jobs, with the unemployment rate ticking higher to 6.7%. Still, Canadian employers have largely kept up pace of hiring in recent months, bringing the unemployment rate down from a record high of 6.9% in November. Overseas now, where Eurostar travel has been halted in France after an unusual find caused a railway shutdown. Reporter Andrew Dimbert has more.
Trains brought to a halt in Paris this morning after the discovery of an unexploded bomb near the tracks. Officials say the bomb dates back to World War II. Unexploded bombs are often found around France, but it's rare to find them in such populated areas.
The repercussions quickly rippled beyond France's borders, where in Brussels, trains to Paris were canceled until later in the day. The United Nations Migration Agency says 4 migrant boats have capsized in waters off Yemen. Officials with the International Organization for Migration say 2 people have been confirmed dead, but 186 are considered missing. According to the IOM, 558 people died in 2024 along the same route used by many migrants. And finally, Iranian officials have flogged a popular singer over a conviction for possessing and consuming alcohol, although critics say that's only part of the story. Mehdi Yahari's fans and supporters say the punishment follows the singer's online posting of a song urging women to remove their mandatory headscarves. Still, the government says no, it's not his music he's being punished for, but the consuming of alcohol. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, in the NHL we begin where Evan Bouchard scored in overtime to give the Edmonton Oilers a key 3-2 victory over the Montreal Canadiens. Another game going to overtime saw the Dallas Stars erasing a 2-goal deficit in a 3-2 victory over the Calgary Flames. Earlier, Mark Scheifele had a goal and 2 assists, leading the Winnipeg Jets to a 4-1 win over the Philadelphia Flyers. And off the ice, the Vancouver Canucks have dealt defenseman Carson Soucy to the New York Rangers ahead of the NHL's trade deadline. Elsewhere, Natalie Spooner scored her first 2 goals of the PWHL season as the Toronto Scepters cruised to a 4-1 win over the Montreal Victoire. And Manitoba's Matt Dunstone came back for a 7-6 win over Canada's Brad Gushue to hand the 3-time defending champion his first loss at the Montana's Brier. The result left both teams with 7-1 records in Pool A of the Men's Curling Championship, but Dunstone took the top seed since head-to-head play was the tiebreaker. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.